Good morning, everybody. So today is Tuesday. Still feeling a little not feeling too great. Just still dealing with girly things, so that's no fun. It is not as cold out this morning. There's not fog, but it's definitely dark this morning, and it's a little after 7 right now. So that's a little bit different. I'm happy that it's autumn, but at the same time, I'm not ready for the coldness that ensues. I'm not ready for it to be cold just yet. I did pretty well. I feel like I did pretty well yesterday. I pretty much I don't feel like I really overate anything too much, but I feel like I could have done a little better, but I felt like I did pretty dang good. Trying to include lots of fruits and vegetables and nuts and whatnot, and trying to avoid like overly processed foods. I did have the Trader Joe's vegetable wrap, which obviously the tortilla is a processed food. So not great on that regard, but pretty much that's really the only processed thing I had other than my coffee creamer, which for some reason I didn't realize it until this morning actually has dairy in it, so it goes against what I'm trying to do, so need to work on that. And the sad thing is I have like 3 or 4 unopened coffee creamers altogether, so I'm undecided if I just want to go ahead and just finish those off and just have like one in the morning, or if I just want to try to like wing off of it altogether. More than anything, I hate to waste food. I really hate to just throw food away and waste it, just as pretty much anybody would. So that was difficult. I did clean out my refrigerator, my freezer, and I threw away anything that was like I've had in there for a really long time. With the meat, I decided to freeze it because I figured if I decide that I want to incorporate meat, I can still have it, and then or I could, if anything, give it away to family or something. So I did that. I did throw some stuff away that had been sitting in the refrigerator for a little while. I have a bad habit of it goes in the back and then I forget about it. I'm like, oh man, I just wasted that, whatever that was. So whatever. I feel like I did do pretty productive, as I said yesterday. I stopped at Trader Joe's and I spent like another $30 on probably things I feel like I didn't need, but nevertheless, I got some dried like grapes, cherries, blueberries, some like dried fruits, like a mixture. I got some unsalted roasted cashews. What else did I get? I got some delicata squash. I got the wrap, and then I got what else did I get? I got some soy milk, unsweetened soy milk. I have almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, and unsweetened cashew milk. Not cashew, coconut milk. So I do have those two, but I wanted to have some soy milk because sometimes soy milk's just a little bit thicker. I don't know, I just like it for certain things more so than others. I think that's about all I got. There has to be something else. For the life of me, I can't think of what that something else is. But if I think about it, I will say it. I think I got some flowers. I like being able to get some of the cheap flowers. They had some like seasonal flowers. They were little bushy, fuchsia colored ones. You could see in the last video. They were really pretty for $3, and it makes me kind of brightens up, your day, being able to see them as, you're getting ready, you're having dinner or whatnot. So I like to be able to, once a week or so, just bring in some flowers, because you know what? Why not treat yourself to something nice and like flowers? It makes you feel better. I had myself from the Forks Over Knives meal planner. I had gotten or I made the chunky monkey thing, I think. It's kind of weird because you kind of make like a creamy, milky, like a milk base with like dates. I don't know if it's what calls for dates, but I use dates. I use soy milk and banana. You know, you cut up bananas and then you put this milky froth over it, so it's kind of like cereal, but not. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't bad, but I feel like just having this smoothie, I would prefer that better. But that's okay. It was nice for something different. I had a little bit of chia seeds on top to make it fancy. I added some pepita, the pumpkin seeds, I think that's what they're called. And I had a little bit of hemp seeds, just to kind of give it a little texture, give it a little extra flavor, just for something a little bit different. So that was really nice. I still have the pasta I made on Sunday evening. I had that for lunch yesterday, and then I'm gonna have that for lunch today, possibly dinner. So that's kind of my goal for today. I do hopefully gonna go to like a book club tonight after work. It's a new one that's starting. It's romance, which I'm not particularly a romance person, but I figured, you know, maybe it'd just be nice to try something different. I know I need to really get out and do something. I need to get out of this funk that I'm in, and just getting out, not being at home by myself and just bored and lonely. I think that'll help. So that's my goal. Fingers crossed that I go through with it, because it's right after work, so I didn't bring Evie today. And I feel bad. This is 2 days in a row she didn't get to go, so she's kind of been a little mopey. But her ear infection seems to be getting better, which is great. So there is that. I will talk to you all later. Good evening, everyone. Evie's flinging grass at me. Evie, you're being caught on camera. She disagrees. She says she was set up. She was set up. So today's been pretty good. I pretty much stuck to my plan. I did have a little bit of coffee creamer with a little bit of my royal wedding tea this afternoon, but not very much. So the creamer is definitely something I need to work on. So I think I might need to find a non-dairy creamer that I can use. I seen on Connect somewhere that the pumpkin spice non-dairy creamer is, I might sit here for a minute. The pumpkin spice non-dairy creamer is, you can get 5 tablespoons for a point, and that's even better than the Coffee Mate, which is awesome. So and I think it's the Khalifa brand. And then also for anybody that likes eggnog, the Khalifa brand also has eggnog it's already seen out. Evie, she's losing her. Come over here. Come. She's taking her leash. I put her leash down and she's dragging it with her. What was I saying? Oh, they have their non-dairy eggnog back. I seen it at Fraser Farms or Sprouts. I think it was Fraser Farms. So keep an eye out for that. I know there was another brand. I think I did a video on which one I liked better, or I posted on Connect which brand I liked better. I think the Khalifa one might have been a little too watery. I think it was the Almond Breeze. Sorry, next to the freeway. I think it was the Almond Breeze one that was actually better tasting and about the same in points. I think one cup was like 3 points. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to see about getting some coffee creamer. I'll have to, I think they have a peppermint mocha one that I'm gonna have to check out. Like I said, I'm kind of unsure what to do because I have a lot of the coffee creamers and I hate to let them go to waste because I love peppermint mocha coffee creamers. So I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. Exciting news though, Besame, if you like makeup, Besame, it's a vintage makeup brand. They're coming out with a new collection. It's called the Mermaid's Lagoon. So the mermaids from Peter Pan. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I don't think I've seen that in a long time. In fact, I don't even remember a lot of it. So I'm gonna have to rewatch it. So they're coming out with 3 lipsticks. One of them is like a sheer lipstick, which I won't purchase because what's the point of a glittery sheer lipstick? For me, I'm like, meh. 2 other lipsticks. One's a pink, which I don't think I'll probably get, and then one's a red, which I'll probably get. And then I might get some of the House of Besame sheer lipsticks. They're coming out with an eye palette, which I don't really wear a lot of eyeshadow, so I don't think I'll get that. They're also coming out with a bronzer and a highlighter, which I don't really wear highlight, and bronzer I do wear, but I have a couple, and so I don't think I'll get that, but I definitely want to get the lipstick, so I'm excited. Aren't you excited, Evie? I'm very excited. I'm so excited, I don't know what to do. But can we go now? This isn't fun anymore, Mom. Okay, fine. She's getting feisty. And there are ants everywhere. There are ants. And over by where I live, they have this little book exchange thing, and I found Miss Pettigrew's Home for Particular Children. I think I've seen the movie. It was okay. I haven't read the book. It was okay, but I love some of, what the heck is her name? Eva Green's. I love her hairstyles. So maybe I'll have to see about doing a tutorial on one of them. And what do you guys think? Should I do a separate channel for the my makeup and beauty related things? Look at the hairstyle. Ugh. She was in another movie. I don't know what it was. She's been in several actually. But yeah, it's falling apart. So we'll have to see about doing that. No, it's a book, Evers. So that's kind of my day. I think I'm gonna be okay for the rest of the day. Probably have some of the pasta I had. So the book club was a bust. The person canceled it, so I just came back home and I spent some time with this little beast who attacked me. She sprawled across me like, you know those like pretentious little preppy dogs that I'm like, okay, you can pet me. She did that. And now she's feisty because she's like, Mom, we're supposed to be walking. So I will probably go. I don't particularly think anything will change, but if it does, I will post. All right, I'll talk to you later. I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to let everybody know. So today at work, they had donuts. They had Yum Yum donuts, 2 big boxes, so probably like 4 dozen donuts, and I had 0. I had to have a single donut. Yep, not a single donut.